the nation and the world, we're here in Philadelphia. And I'm proud to say that Philadelphia showed up. Our residents turned out in large numbers. They mailed in ballots amidst an unprecedented conditions during a global pandemic. They stood in line with neighbors to cast their vote in person. And they have exhibited tremendous patience as they continue to wait for our election staff to count every single vote. I want to personally thank City Commissioners Lisa Deely, Al Schmidt, and Omar Sabir, who oversaw Tuesday's election and continue to lead this impressive counting operation. I thank their hardworking staff and hope they all can get some rest soon. I also want to thank the employees of many city departments, which helped stand up and staff this operation. The Office of Innovation and Technology, the Managing Director's Office, Finance Department, our Police Department, Chief Administrative Office, and others have helped support the City Commissioners in preparing for this election for over a year. And there are hundreds of others, including many city employees, who helped on Election Day and by staffing this ballot counting operation for all the world to see. You are all too numerous to name, but please know that you have my thanks and the thanks of the people of this city. And most of all, I thank the people of Philadelphia. Earlier this week, Commissioner Deely and I sent out an open letter to voters, urging patience and calm on Election Day and in the days that followed. You have shown it in spades. We ask that you stay calm and stay above the fray. You did exactly that. What we've seen on the streets outside this convention center was not anger or contention, but music, dancing, and celebration. As we predicted, the voters and residents of Philadelphia ensured that our city shined as an example of how to run an election correctly. So in the days ahead, please remember, this is not about a victory for a single candidate or a single political party. This is truly a victory for our democracy. That may sound cliche, but today it is oh so true. The votes will continue to be counted until every valid mail-in ballot, absentee ballot, and provisional ballot is counted. So while some, including the President, continue to spew baseless claims of fraud, claims for which his team has not produced one iota of evidence, what we have seen here in Philadelphia is democracy, pure and simple. Our founding fathers who conceived this system just a 15-minute walk down the street, I know would be proud. 233 years after the Constitutional Convention, we stand at this convention center and proclaim the system still works, the people have spoken. And God willing, we will have a peaceful transition to power in January. And I'd like to take this moment now to introduce Commissioner Lisa Deely, who's the chair of the Philadelphia City Commissions.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I want to thank all of you and the public for your continued patience. Our goal has been to produce accurate results as quickly as possible, and we've continued to work toward that end. We've counted a total of 690,360 votes. Of that, 337,609 ballots were cast by mail, and 353,021 were cast at a polling place. This is by far the largest number of mail-in ballots in the city's history. I'm very proud of the work our staff did. They've been working around the clock since Tuesday and before. Here's what you can expect in the upcoming days. At some point this afternoon, we will report another update of mail-in ballot results. I expect it to be 2,000 to 3,000. After that, the remaining ballots generally fall into one of three categories: those that require a review, provisionals, U.S. military overseas ballots. I would estimate there's approximately 40,000 remaining to be counted. We can also tell you that it may take several days to complete the reporting of that. And as you know, election results are not officially certified until 20 days after the election. Thank you again. Thank you to the citizens of Philadelphia. And now I would like to invite Commissioner Omar Sabir to the podium.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank the County Board of Election staff. I would like to thank the taxpaying citizens of Philadelphia and across America. I think it's safe to say that democracy has won. Democracy is beautiful. We saw the statue of Octavius Cotto right on City Hall, where he died so that Americans can have access to the democratic process. And as we stand here today in 2020, people still have access to democracy. And it's a beautiful thing, but we still want everyone to exert patience, ignore a lot of the noise that's going on, allow us to complete the counting process. And again, I'd like to thank everyone. I would also like to thank my beautiful wife at home with my 6 children. While I'm down here doing all of the counting, I'd like to say, hi, wife, I love you and thank you. And right now, I'd like to bring on our council president, Darrell Clark, who's a friend, who's a mentor, and a true leader of Philadelphia.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good afternoon, everyone. So, to say this was a tumultuous year would be the understatement of the year. We in the city of Philadelphia and across the nation have gone through some very, very challenging times. But in spite of that all, democracy works. Democracy works. I want to thank the commissioners who were given a short time frame to transition from the traditional in-person voting that Philadelphians are known for to having a mail-in ballot system, to have multiple options. And guys, I just want to say you did a great job. You did a great job. But in all due respect to you guys, I want to thank the people that worked. Every time you went by Broad Street, or you went by City Hall, or you went by Delaware and Spring Garden, the lights were on because we had literally hundreds of hard-working individuals in there making sure that this process works. So I just want to thank everybody. I want to particularly thank the citizens of our city who understood the need to participate at record numbers to a degree. I want to thank the country for understanding the need to have a reasonable process that allows the citizens to speak. So to everyone involved, and particularly these individuals here, the mayor, the commissioners, thank you all, and thank you for giving us an opportunity to allow democracy to work. Thank you.
Questions?
Mayor, from what you've seen, do you believe Joe Biden will be elected president of the United States from what you see the vote?
Yes.
What are you doing with the mail-in ballots that arrive Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Are you sent, what are you going to count them?
They are segregated as per the instruction of the secretary.
One at a time.
Can you clarify the number of votes you said are left to be counted? You said 40,000. Do they include
No.
the ones from abroad?
Abroad? That's the military ballots? No.
So the total number left to be counted in the city is what?
It's upwards of 40,000. We don't the U.S. military overseas ballots aren't due to us until the 10th.
To the process and to the pace of counting. I know that there had to be a pause yesterday during some legal issues. Have there been other things that have slowed you down?
No, we are counting hundreds of thousands of ballots in an industrial process. And we are fortunate to have that machinery to allow us to count faster, but it still is a process. So we get all these envelopes in, and it's like an assembly line. So first, you got the envelopes, you have to sort them, and then you have to open them, and then you have to open them again to get the secrecy envelope out. Then somebody actually sits there at a desk and is pulling the contents, and then the ballots have to be backbended and prepared for the scanner. So even though, we have all this machinery, it does help us, but we have to build up to that as we start the process. So it's the first time we did it. We're really happy with, the speed in which we were able to do it. And, we're really happy that the people of Philadelphia afforded us the opportunity to be able to do this for the first time in Philadelphia, as it's the first time we've been able to vote by mail with no excuse. No. Well,
When will you count them? How many are those that are separated?
I don't know. They've been segregated.
Can I ask you detail about the monitors? We've heard the allegations from the president. Who is
Everybody's monitoring. We have a live stream. Anybody can watch. You've all been watching it? There have been observers in the during the count. You could see them in the live stream.
I can't answer two questions at the same time. It's not possible. It's three questions now at the same time. Yeah. Let me do to our foreign friends. Yes. I think what the president needs to do is, frankly, put his big boy pants on. He needs to acknowledge the fact that he lost, and he needs to congratulate the winner, just as Jimmy Carter did, just as George H.W. Bush did, and frankly, just as Al Gore did. And stop this and let us move forward as a country. And that's my feeling. I doubt he'll listen to me, but that's it. I know. I know. No, he's wrong. He's wrong and he's baseless, and he's Rudy Giuliani, so he says whatever he wants.
We're going to continue to count the ballots as quickly as we can without sacrificing accuracy, as we have from the beginning. That's where we're at. We'll be done, when we get done, because we still have ballots that we're scanning today. That there'll be another update, as I said, and we'll continue to do as we have been doing, ensuring that the ballots that we have are counted as quickly and as accurately as possible.
Can you clarify what time you think you'll be updating us again?
We should have a little update this afternoon. It might be going up now or shortly.
And when will you start counting the segregated ballots?
We are in the process right now of counting, just like we were yesterday and the day before. It's the same process. We are counting ballots, and we will continue to do that as quickly as possible without sacrificing accuracy.
Two more questions, folks. Two more questions.
But how many segregated ballots do you have?
We are going to continue. I don't have that number. We're going to continue. We are going to continue to count the ballots until they're all done. In a way that people like as we have been doing for these past few days. We're going to get it done as quickly as possible, and it will be accurate. And we'll come out, and if we have something to tell you, you'll know. We sit as a return board. You've been on our website. The numbers get updated. There is a live stream. Everybody can watch. It's a very transparent process. It's a process that has been working for the past few days. It's the same process. We're just going to keep counting. We're going to keep counting. We're going to keep counting. Thank you.
How is the city preparing for protests this weekend?
Folks, that's it. Thank you very much.
Lisa, can I ask you about the live stream? Lisa?